Paranormal Activity 2. Paranormal Activity 2. Now this is a sequel to the first Paranormal Activity, directed by Oren Peli for just $15,000. That is nothing. But here we got a big, more well-known directors and kind of more of a Hollywood budget to it, so it definitely is giving that feel to it. Going into Paranormal Activity 2, I wasn't, like, hyped out for it, even though, like, Paranormal Activity 2, there's so much hype behind that movie, which I feel is not necessary, because it's none of that. I mean, sure, it's creepy and a little bit scary, but it's not the scariest movie ever made. It's not the best movie ever made either. So, why it's getting so much hype behind it, just, I don't know. But just this movie, they're praising it like it's going to be, like, the next, like, biggest ass movie that's going to come out. Everyone's going to be talking about it, and sure, people are going to talk about it because they talked about it like over and over again, like the first one, and they're just like praising this movie like the coming of Christ. Now, going into it, again, I wasn't going too big for it, didn't really care. If I saw it, I saw it. If I didn't, I didn't. So, whatever. I had minor expectations to it, but that's about it. So I came out pretty satisfied, but just knowing that I was going to get the same formula as the first one, just people getting dragged across, doing what ghosts do, like slamming doors and stuff. Same on Paranormal State, same on Ghost Hunters. It's the same dose, but giving more of a compelling story, more complex story, and having a lot more characters in the picture, it just gives that kind of more of a realistic feeling and a more, like, high budget and just kind of like a Hollywood movie. But with two people in the first one, definitely it felt like the low budget movie, and I like that because it definitely gives the aloneness and, like, the just knowing that you are alone and that nobody can help you with this situation because just with the budget and everything, it's just you're by yourself. You're fucked. But just people, like, yeah, I don't know how much money this movie made at the box office already. Probably heart-pounding too many. But just, like, again, there's so much hype behind this movie, and they're, like, putting it on commercials, like, Jesus. Like, they're putting it on every single, when every single show is come to a commercial, that TV spot is right there, even attached to another commercial. If you're watching that, it attaches right to it, so that way you were watching it and watching the other commercial at the same time. Why do you need to do that? Because they already advertise it enough. It was already advertised all over the internet, all over YouTube, and all over TV, so just too much hype behind this movie. Too much hype around the first one. Even though I really liked the first one, it definitely has that creepy and aloneness feeling. So does this one. Like, it has the same, it definitely has the same feel as the first one with building up all that tension, but takes very, very slowly to get there. And then when it comes, it definitely delivers what you've been hoping for. But just not me. It didn't really freak me out, because I got creeped out a little bit, but it's really nothing special. It's a little interesting, but just it definitely doesn't pay off in the long run for me. So definitely I will give Paranormal Activity 2 an 8.5 out of 10. So that's my review for Paranormal Activity 2, guys. I really hope you like it, and I really hope you put this movie to a test if you consider watching it or not. But until next time, I'm Ian Repash, signing off.